we have Afrobeat artists coming from Africa to perform here on stages, but you don't see the Afrobeat artists getting on those stages. So hello out there, my name is Jay Martin. I'm the host on Connect with Jay on LapoteeTV, and as you know, I always tell you that I bring you important personalities that are here in Germany and Hamburg, to be precise. And today I have with me another special guy in the house, and this guy is a father. It's a whole lot of things. I just want to have a conversation with him so that we are going to get to know him. So he goes by the name Nayo. So Nayo, it's nice to have you on LapoteeTV.
Nice to meet you, Lapotee.
So, it's interesting. I remember the first time I met you, I think that was in the One Studios, I think you came to do some music there, and over there, and I realized that looks like we have a lot more in common. So I'm like,
Exactly.
This guy says he's a musician, and I'm surprised when you come to Hamburg, it's like every African person you meet, they say they're all doing music. So today, let's find out and get to know who Nayo is and the kind of music and the stuff he's doing. So first of all, let's get to know who is Nayo.
Nayo is an artist, a musical artist, Afrobeat artist, Afrobeat pop, Afrofuse, Afro high life artist, and that is Nayo, And then Victor is a father, husband, and brother,
Okay, so if I get you right, your stage name is Nayo, and your real name is Victor.
Victor.
Okay, so Victor, tell us a little bit about yourself. What were you doing before you decided to do music? Because it's interesting. It looks like every black African guy you meet here in the diaspora, Hamburg or Germany, everybody says they are doing music. I seem to say music is the only thing to do here. So what was life for you? What did you used to do before you decided to get into music?
Music is a passion for me. It's a passion, and of course, I will embrace every bit of it, every aspect of it. I must embrace it when it comes. But music is not my main job.
Okay.
In the moment I'm studying, I'm doing the IT. But before then, I have been doing jobs. Like I've been working in DHL.
Okay.
And then right now I'm studying, doing my IT, and still doing music. I've been doing music for long, and I'm still doing it.
Oh, okay. Okay, that's good. So why do you decide to do music? That's what I want to know.
There are reasons why I'm doing music. There are two reasons why I'm doing music. And then I will disclose one now.
Okay.
And then sometime in the future, we will sit down here again to discuss about the other reason.
Okay.
The one of these reasons are the passion for it. I have passion for music. I love singing. I was born into I was born by a woman who is a music composer, songwriter, singer, and a dancer.
Okay. So you're saying like the music thing runs in your family?
Exactly.
Okay, so it's not as if to say you went to any music school or anything like that?
No. I have not attended any music institutes. I'm just doing it because I love it.
You love music.
It makes me happy, and then I have passions for it. Okay. I also play the drums. That I also did not learn.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Okay, the reason why I'm asking you that is very interesting. Like I said, it's a thing with Africans. Anytime someone is from Africa and they come to the diaspora, they're trying to find out what they think they used to like doing, their talent or something like that. But for some people too, it's just because they feel like life is so hard. You understand me? And there are so many things that one can do aside music. That is why I'm trying to find out whether is it because of you find yourself in a hustling situation, you realize you couldn't do anything else and music was your only option. Is that the reason why you decided to go into music?
No, not at all. Like I said, I was. My mother was a songwriter, singer, composer, dancer, and I started singing at the age of 12.
Oh, okay.
At the age of 12, I joined the Catholic Church Procruzari, the children's choir.
Okay.
And then later on, at the age of 16, I joined the Mountain of Fire, Mountain of Fire
Okay.
church. So I joined the choir then,
Mhm.
and then I've been singing since then. I started playing music professionally because of the main reason that I said we'll be discussing for some other day.
Why don't you want to talk about that? Is it like a secret, or like is it going to kill somebody if you know the reason? Like no, because I mean your fans would like to know. You understand?
Yes.
So
I know they would like to know, and I'm sure people would like to listen to that
that's why
story.
we're here. Yeah.
But it's a big story and a different stuff on its own.
Okay.
You know, and like I said, we are going to sit down here some
other
days
day.
in the future time.
Okay.
And I'm going to disclose that reason.
Okay, I'll hold you to that because
Yes,
I'm
yes.
sure by now your fans are thinking that there is something that you are hiding. So I'm gonna hold you that. I'm gonna hold you that. We have to really come back some other day if we didn't talk about it. We're gonna talk about it.
We will talk about
All
and,
right.
and then it's going to be a very big very big topic.
All right. So now tell me, I've heard a couple of your songs online, and one of the one that captured my mind is this one is Oluwani. Even I don't know whether you were speaking. It didn't sound anything like Nigerian language, because I know you're a Nigerian, but it was sounding more like South African. Was it something that was it a song that you pitched from a South African person? Because maybe someone hear the song, the instrumental and everything sound like more like South African. So how did you came about that song?
Okay, that song is titled Panda.
Okay.
And it is spiritual.
Okay.
It is spiritual, and it is also it has to do with the reason why I started doing music. Why I said I'm going to talk about later.
Okay.
That song is spiritual. I sang Yoruba on it,
Okay.
a word of Igbo,
Okay.
Swahili, and Zulu on it.
Okay.
And then it is also a tribute
Okay.
to the late Brenda Fassie of South
Oh,
Africa.
okay.
Yeah. So that's why I brought everything to this South African kind of flow and vibes,
Okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So is that to say you understanding of those languages, Swahili and all those things you mentioned? Is it language you speak?
No.
You just speak the words and you decide to put in the
Exactly.
music.
I don't speak any of them.
Right.
I have friends here and there who I call and say, how do you say this in your language? How do you say this in Swahili? How do you say this? And then I just coupled everything up.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So in general, let me ask, like, how many songs or how many albums have you produced or have you come out with so far since you started doing music?
Since my comeback to the industry 2019, I have had 6 singles out there. I've not still done no albums or EPs. Okay. I just been doing singles since then.
So you started music way back as 2008. You said 2008.
Exactly.
And then you made a pause for how long?
For like I started 2008 and I made a pause from 2011 till 2019.
So that's like how many years?
That should be like about 2011 to 2019.
Why the pause? Did you get somebody pregnant, or you got in jail, or what actually happened?
It has to do with family.
Oh, okay.
I had to first face my family, my wife and kids, because the kids were little.
Okay. And
then I was already getting contacts for events in the different countries and so on. So leaving my wife with the kids at that moment is a little bit.
Okay. So since you took that pause and you come back to the music industry, how do you find things now?
I would say that it's been perfect.
Perfect.
It's been perfect. Like my kids are all grown up. My last ones are 7 years old.
7 years. Okay.
So, and then since then I've been working on my songs the listening songs, and it has been going well. It has been going well. Yeah.
Okay, so I want to find out from you. You've done music for this long. Will you say this whole music thing is? Do you say money? Can you say money comes from it? Are you making a living out of this music thing?
For now, I ain't making no money from music. And this is why I said I'm doing it for the passion. I ain't making no money from music now. if I tour, I'm making money from it. It's a peanut from
Okay.
what I'm getting at the moment.
Oh, okay.
So, but we hope that it gets better, in the future.
Music has gone beyond it being passion these days. We see people doing music, they are buying mansion, they are buying luxurious cars. So, and it's one thing the youth are always looking up to what they are seeing. Because so you have been in Europe for more than 15 years, 20
more than
years.
15 years.
And
more
you
than
are
15
doing music.
years.
You started music from 2008. You took a pause for 3 years and you came back and you are still doing music. So, if you are not making money out of it and it is a passion, because I've seen some of your videos and looking at the qualities, I can tell those things cost a lot of money.
Exactly.
Is your passion that expensive?
One thing about passions is they could seem so expensive because what is coming out of the inside are not that how do you say, when something is not expensive it is
Cheap.
They're not very cheap. What's coming out of inside is not very cheap. So, and that's what I was saying about the passion. But then talking about the video, the quality of my videos and today's digital effects to music and sounds, I would say that I put in a lot of effort, energy, and I also put in a lot of money in doing my music, because I don't want it to sound rubbish to people's ear.
Okay.
I want it to have that quality. That quality sound, that quality visuals, and also it makes my passion more real, because passions are very expensive. So putting in expensive materials to the passions make it more real.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that is to say, it's not everybody who is doing music here in the diaspora is making money from it, right? It's just a passion sometimes, right?
100%.
Oh, okay, all right. I'm saying this because, like I said, kids are attracted to what they see, and so for most kids, and they realize that, I was growing up, I saw Nayo is doing music, his videos are looking cool and all this, he's making a lot of money. He says it's just a passion, so it's not like he's making that much from it. So, let me ask you, since you started doing music, what are some of the mistakes you've made, or what are some of the things that have happened to you that you regret since doing music?
As in music branch.
In music related, do you have any regrets going into music?
One of my biggest regrets going into music was when I turned down the offer to be signed into the Mama's record by Timaya.
Oh, okay.
And also when I failed to do music for Malaga Football FC. And that was not only me, it was myself and one other artist then, whose name is TX. So we both failed to do a song for Malaga Football FC. Okay. So these two things are very big regrets.
And what was the cost of that?
The cost of not being signed by Timaya was I got a connection to Timaya by one Mr. P-Man. I think anyone who lives in Malaga at those years, 2, 8, 9, 10, 11 will know P-Man, So the arrangement and the agreement wasn't really good, so I turned that offer down. Then I was also in one association called Black and White Association. So we had to, through them, we got in contact to Malaga FC, the management and stuff like that. We had a conversation with them and so, and we were supposed to dedicate a song for them, myself and TX. So we composed a very nice songs for them, but we never had a passing time for the both of us to go to studio and deliver the songs, so we didn't do it.
You know, it's interesting you are sitting here and you're saying you know Timaya. Sometimes people talk. Are you sure? Somebody will go like, he doesn't even know Timaya and he's sitting here. He said he had a chance to do a song with Timaya. So
Exactly.
how will someone be sure that what you are saying? I hope someone is not watching and go like, this guy is ranting his mouth. He never even had anything to do with Timaya.
I know. The thing is that when I got to get in contact with Timaya, there were no this big that they are today.
Okay.
You know,
Okay.
and then and probably if you meet Timaya now, he may not even know who is me
yeah,
now.
of course, it's
Because
business. So
it's been long. It's been a long while ago. And then my name then was not Nayo.
Nayo, okay.
My name then was Cross G.
Okay.
And then sometimes I don't need to prove to anybody what I've been through, you know,
Okay.
because I'm not trying to impress anybody, you know. So, but I've shared a stage with a lot of Nigerian big artists like Flavor, like Two-Face Idibia.
Okay.
I've shared a stage with Two-Face Idibia. We've been on the same backstage. We were supposed to play on the same event. We had good time together, you know. So and yeah.
You know, when people come to interviews or when you're having a conversation with people and they say something, the fans want to believe what you're saying, you understand me? So it's not a matter of being impressed, you understand me? Information is there to inform, you understand me? And so you've mentioned big names here and I'm surprised, like Two-Face, Idibia and all this, but do you have any, because I watch on your page, I don't remember seeing any pictures of you and them, because when celebrities meet celebrities, sometimes they like to take pictures and stuff. Do you have any pictures or anything showing that, oh, you being on stage with these people, you call their name?
We took some pictures then.
Okay.
And they were not on my phone.
They were not on your phone.
We took pictures from the medias that were there, the media house that represented that day.
Okay.
And I didn't have any of those pictures.
Okay.
And I'm sorry to say it might sound proud, but I'm not the type who takes picture with any famous person because they are famous.
No, it's your fellow artists in the industry. So taking a picture with them, like this is why we're having a conversation right now, and then someone go like, people like to bluff when they sit on this, and like probably you might have a picture there. Maybe personally, like maybe I would like to see it. You understand?
Exactly.
I know that the man I'm sitting here who's been with, you know, like you said, you understand?
I know him. I know him. But there are eyewitnesses. You know, there are people who may listen to this to this interview today.
Okay.
And they will record back, and they know that that has happened. Okay. We were there. I was there. I've seen that. You know, there are eyewitnesses to that. Yeah.
Okay, so let me ask you: since you start doing song here, have you had any collaboration with any artist here, like in the diaspora, any African artist here?
Since my comeback, I've not had any collaboration with anybody.
Ooh, okay, and why is that? Because most of the times here in the diaspora, it's hard for you to see an African doing so. Maybe an African from Ghana doing a song with an African here from Nigeria, you know, and that kind of from Kenya. So we don't see that kind of. Why is it like that?
I'm working on myself.
You're working on yourself
first.
Okay.
I'm working on myself first, and till now, my fans haven't demanded stuff like that either.
Like that. Okay.
So it's a very good thing to collaborate with people. I mean, it brings a different vibe altogether. That is, don't get me wrong. But me as Nayo, I am in the moment working on myself, working for myself, and working with myself.
You said something earlier on about you missing a contract that you were supposed to sign with Timaya, and what was the reason why you missed that and you said you regret? Because was it that you didn't have any manager as at the time, or like you, because why would an artist miss having a song that is going to give me such a great opportunity like you said?
Then I had no managers.
Okay.
I had no managers. And I was even very very new then into the industry, you know. So the whole arrangement altogether didn't work out for me.
Okay.
You know, and the arrangement with P-Man, Timaya's demands, and it didn't work out.
Okay, so you've been doing song for this long, and you say you don't have you never had a manager,
No.
and up to now you never had a manager. Don't you think, as a music artist, sometimes there's a need for you to have a manager so he can handle stuffs for you?
Yes, there's a need to have manager sometimes, or most of the times. There's a need to have manager. And when I said that I'm working on myself, I didn't mean that I'm never going to work with anyone, be that manager, be that other artists for collaborations. I didn't say I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do that, but I work with time. I know there's time for everything. Managers at this point, there are a lot of managers who wants to just jump into what you have already built to manage it. They don't want to start from scratch. So I want to build up something so that I have something to offer. Say, okay, this is what I have done so far, and then also to have an insight view of how I want this person to manage it.
So let me first ask you, since you started doing music, have you had anyone approach you that they want to manage you or something like that?
Yes.
Okay, so why didn't you have them to manage you, or why didn't you let them manage you then?
The time frame when he approached me and when I dropped out of the music didn't pass. He came, and it was just a month before, and I left the industry. I took a break in the industry, so it didn't work.
Okay, so let me ask you, as an artist, African Afrobeat artist that you are based here in the diaspora, Hamburg to be precise, how do you see the future of Afrobeat in Hamburg or in Germany to be precise? Do you think there's future for Afrobeat in Germany?
Future of Afrobeat in Germany, that would be very difficult. Very, very, very big, difficult stuff, because yes, Afrobeat is going wide world. Afrobeat is going international already. Yes, and Germany are open to Afrobeat already, because there are a lot of Afrobeat concerts here, like Afro Nation, Afro this and that. There's one that we had last time in Berlin. So Afrobeat is going international. But for Afrobeat musicians in Germany, the future for them in Germany will be very difficult, because the music scene of German is occupied by the Arabs already, and there's no space for Afrobeat there.
So you think there's no future for Afrobeat here in Germany? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Because you're contradicting yourself. You just said Afrobeat is going international.
Exactly.
So if Afrobeat is going international and Afrobeat, that means Germany is also international. So how come Afrobeat is not? There's no future for Afrobeat musicians here in Germany, because most of the time we hear people trying to consume songs from Afrobeat artists from Rema, Davido and things, but the Afrobeat artists that are based here, we don't see them making waves. What do you think is the problem?
That is what I just said. That's what I didn't that was not contradicting. I said Afrobeat music is going international, it's going worldwide. But for the Afrobeat musicians in Germany to appear in this music scene, German music scene, it's not going to be easy one.
It's not going to be easy one.
Even if it gets possible, it's not going to be easy task. First, the Afrobeat concert that happened last time in Berlin. Did you see any Afrobeat artist who based in Germany perform there?
No, and that's the problem. That's what we are trying to address. So how come we have Afrobeat artists coming from Africa to perform here on stages, but you don't see the Afrobeat artists getting on those stages, with the exception of one guy that I know, like Stunner. I don't know if you heard of him. He's just one artist. And then this other guy that his mom owns the club, the Bridge. What's the guy's name again?
For this Bridge club.
Yeah, I forgot the guy's name. Those are only the two guys that I know, and another guy I've forgotten his name. Just three guys.
And now,
I don't see.
You see, this guy whose mom owns a club, he's not doing Afrobeat.
Okay.
He's not an Afrobeat artist.
Oh, okay.
And that is why he can go a bit far.
Okay.
We're not talking about the African artists. We're talking about Afrobeat artists.
Oh, okay.
When I talk about African musicians who are here, there are a lot of Africans who live here and does German rap and German pop. These are different. They are already in the German music scene.
Okay.
But Afrobeat itself, to come into German scene, it's difficult, brother. And the thing is that the people, the promoters who are here, they are not projecting Afrobeat.
Okay.
They don't project Afrobeat here. They only enjoy the goodies they get from Afrobeat, which by bringing an artist who has already made name and whose songs are already popular, make their business, get their money back. So they don't care if Afrobeat is being projected here or not. They're just making their business and getting their money.
Like you said, they are making their business, and I believe everyone is in this business to make money. So if the Afrobeats artists that are based here, songs are making waves, or people are in demand of their song, I think the promoters as well will want to promote those songs and have them on stage, have them perform. So is that to say probably that the Afrobeats artists are not doing well in terms of music, and that's why it's like that?
The Afrobeat musicians who are here are doing good.
Okay.
We have a lot of Afrobeat artists.
I don't know much. So name one of them.
Okay.
You know, okay.
We have a lot of them here.
Like
who? Are doing
Like
good.
who? Let's use Germany for instance. Like who?
Myself.
Okay. I know you're gonna say that. All right. Yourself.
Myself.
And who else?
Myself. We have somebody like CK Wooden.
CK Wooden. Okay.
We have somebody like Black Eye.
Okay.
We have people like Kelly Fresh.
Okay.
In Germany, right?
Okay.
We have people like Snoop. That's Snoop.
That's Snoop. Okay.
We have somebody like Matan Original.
Okay.
Matan is a German guy who sings Afrobeat music.
Oh, okay.
And he's good. He's a good rapper.
Okay.
We have somebody like Meggy Seal.
Oh, okay.
We have somebody like Alex Idele.
Alex Idele. Okay.
Yeah. We have somebody like Sunny Adams.
Oh, okay.
We have somebody like Newton.
Oh, okay.
We have a lot of good musicians here in Hamburg. A lot of them.
All right.
You know?
Well, it's interesting. You know, I was about to crucify you and just save yourself. You know, we were calling all the Nigerian artists here. Even the ones you call, honestly, I don't know almost like half of them, but I know they are there. So you started by calling all the Nigerians, then you just decided to add two Ghanaian artists.
No.
Why? You know, there's this thing people always say that Nigerians always like to consume their own thing. They don't like to push something that is from another country. And you just did the same thing. Why is it like that?
No, it's not.
Is it something about being patriotic or what? Like you always want to support something from your own country. Why is it like that?
No, not so.
Because you just called 20 African artists that are here in Germany. I don't even know them. Then you just decide to add Newton and Sunny Adams so that I will not crucify you. Why is it like that?
In contrary, Nigerians we consume the foreigns more as homemade stuff, you know. So it's not tribalism or stuff like that. It's people who comes to my mind and the people who I know, you know, people who have gone, who I have. I get to listen to their songs. There are a lot of artists here and a lot of Ghanaian artists here, you know, but I haven't come in contact with these people's songs, you know. So I can't say of what I have not listened to, but I have listened to a lot of these ones that I just mentioned, you know. And there are still a lot who I have listened and I couldn't record the names. Now, somebody like Raspik. Like Raspik. Raspik is a good rapper from Niger. Okay. You know? And then I think there are a lot of them.
All right. We'll come to that later. So you've mentioned these names. Do you have any intention of doing music with any of these artists you mentioned so far?
Like I said, now I'm working on myself.
You're working on yourself.
In a future time, probably we might for me, music is spiritual.
Spiritual. Okay.
The connection when it's connected, then it's connected. If I'm connected with anybody, any of these persons, to feature them or get connected with them in the music, I will do that.
So since you started music, you've never featured someone, you never had a song with anybody because you've not connected, no spirituality yet.
I've had features with people before.
Okay.
Before I went on a break.
Okay.
But since my comeback,
Since you came back and it's 8 years counting still, no music. You are still trying.
no,
looking-
it's not
let's
8
know.
years. Since I'm back to the, I'm back. I came back 2019, late 2019.
All right.
Then then Corona came and stuff like that. But since then, I have been working on myself.
Working on yourself.
I've never had no collaboration with anyone.
Okay.
Not that I'm not intending to.
Okay.
I might do when the time comes.
All right. You know, you dress, anytime I see you personally, I see you always dress well. You have all these big chains around your neck and all this thing. You know, somebody will be saying, this guy is definitely making a lot of money. So, like, what is your source of income? Let's know, because you just said you do music for passion. Your videos are expensive and you are a family man, but you are wearing a lot of blings on your neck. So, if the music is not making money, so what is your source of money? let's know, because some kid is watching you out there probably saying, oh, there is definitely a lot of money in music because this guy, you understand me? Yeah. So
but hey guys, if you're interested of knowing my source of incomes, you know, you should also get interest to know my source of poverty if I get poor, because I was have to make money, and I'm gonna have to take their poor. Yeah.
All right. So in natural ways, you've suffered before.
You know, I've suffered.
Tell me, what was the worst situation you ever found yourself here when you came to Europe? What's the worst situation you ever found yourself in Europe?
Leaving motherland and coming to a foreign land is always a big challenge at the beginning, at the very first start. So the challenges of getting the stay, you know, challenges of getting to adapt to the system of the country, you know, and then getting to have your freedom, you know, freedom of movement, freedom of things or whatever you want to do and work. That was a big challenge.
Big challenge. Okay. So, you know, there's this thing that people normally say at Africans, we don't tell the truth, you know. The moment we come to the diaspora, when we go back home, we try to paint the picture that everything is rosy. Because anytime we go home, we decide to go and show up, you know, after working for a long, we want to go and show up. So what will you say to somebody who's in Africa who still wants to come to Europe? Do you think it's a place that it's easy like that when things are rosy?
I will tell someone who is in Africa that had something doing in Africa to stay home.
Okay.
There's no better place.
Okay.
There's no better place. There's no green pasture.
Okay.
And then everywhere we are, anywhere we find ourselves, we should try to make use of what we have, what we've got. Think of what we could do there and do it. Europe is not heaven. Manners don't fall here.
Okay.
You know, and Africa is also not heaven.
Okay.
Manners don't fall in Africa. So, someone who is Africa and has something doing, you have a business you're running, or you have a job you're doing, you're getting paid, stay there and maintain it.
But you know, it's interesting your opinion like that, because someone will listen and be like, you are here, but yet you are telling us that we shouldn't come. You know, that's normally how they put it. You are here, but now you are telling me it's not good, I shouldn't come. Yeah.
The thing is that Europe is an open secret court.
Okay.
It is open, but it is secret. Okay. It is secret because people who lived here don't tell the truth. Like you said it earlier, you know, we come back home with everything flashy stuff like that. Okay. You know, big chains and big big cars and
Everybody wants to
mansions.
come and get a big chain song.
Exactly. So we don't people who are back home, they don't see the reality of
Reality
life.
on the ground.
But
yeah.
thank God for today, social media is
Social
opening
media
a lot
is
of
there.
things. But still, there are still people who doesn't want to learn from that. They just want to. They see the beautiful environments. They think you're wearing nice clothes, nice shoes, so they want to also live the same life. But my advice to anybody who wants to come to Europe, you can come to Europe if you have the chance, if you have the opportunity. It is a destiny. Destiny can shine on you at anywhere. But I would say, if you have something doing in Africa, you have a job that you're doing and it's paying well, or you have a business that you're running and the business is going well, you don't have to sell that business off or give up your business or your job to come to Europe, except you have a divine direction that to do that.
But people are like in Africa, nothing is insured. You can have a business today, tomorrow the business will collapse. You understand me? But it's a security that I think most people are seeking for when they come to Europe. What are you going to say about that?
Europe too is not nothing is sure.
Nothing is sure.
People run business in Europe and they don't get success.
Get successful, okay.
A lot of businesses collapsed last year, last 2 years, last 3 years. And it is just a normal life things. Life is up and down.
Okay.
So if you say because business in Africa collapses, so you want to come to Europe because it collapsed also in Europe.
All right, guys. So you just said it from the man now. This is Connect with John LapoteeTV, and I'm trying to get to know him. He's talking about his life experience and what he does, his music and all that. So he just said that if you are in Africa and you also want to come to the diaspora just because you think people are coming, it's life is not rosary. Gone are the days where people come home and all that flashy thing and want to lie you. Today, internet is here. You understand me? Things are not that easy when you come. You understand me?
Exactly.
And there are so many things. It's interesting. Like people don't know. Somebody will say like, "Oh, I'm coming to Europe. When I come, I have like a lot of money. I can rent." You understand me?
Exactly.
Tell them about if you have a lot of money and come to Germany, are you gonna get a place to rent, like a house to rent?
First is that before you can rent a house in Germany, you must have to be registered in Germany.
Okay.
That is, you have to have a residence permit in Germany before you can rent a house in Germany.
Okay.
So if you don't have no permission to live in Germany,
you
can't rent a house in Germany.
Okay.
So except you are a refugee who was accepted by the land, and then they gives you a place to stay.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, you guys just said it. So it's not like Africa whereby you just have your money. Even before you go to rent a place, the person want to see that what job are you doing? You need to show certain things. It's not like Africa that you just take your money and you go and pay rent. You understand me? Yeah. So guys, like I said, I'm here with the man now. So let me ask you one more question before we go, or two more questions. So you're not making something from music like you say, or you're not making that much. You have a family, man. In case any of your kids decides to want to do music, what are you going to say that? Are you going to tell them to go into music? Or
the fact that I am not making that much from music does not mean that someone else will not make from music.
Oh, okay.
All right. And music, like you said it earlier, is a business. It's not only for the passion. There are different stages of music. Like there are people who do it for the passion, and there are people who takes it as a business. Music is business. The more you invest, the more you gain, and the more you lose. Probably you might invest and lose. You might invest and also gain from it. So, I am not making that much from music now yet.
okay.
Does not mean that I might not make it
Something from it
better someday,
Oh, okay.
So, and if any of my child, like my son likes music, he's singing already. So if my son want to sing, of course, I'll support him to the fullest.
Oh, okay.
Because it's something that is in the blood, in our lineage. My mother did it, I did it, I'm doing it.
Okay.
So if my son wants to do it because he loves it and he's doing it already, I will support him.
So how are you able to balance your family and this music thing, since you're not making anything from it, like you said?
Like I said earlier, I'm working.
Okay.
I have my job.
Okay.
and then music is a side hustle and a passion,
Okay.
and that is why I can't invest fully much on music, because I have to take care of my family first. So whatever I get from my job, first I have to take care of my family, and then I also have extended family. So I put just a little percent of my time to music. I dedicate more of my time to my job, because that is what brings food to my table. Music now doesn't bring food to my table. Of course, I get paid for a concert. Yes. I make a little money from music, of course, but I'm not making that much from music. So
what's the biggest concert you've ever been attended to perform, or what's the biggest concert you've ever been at or performed at as an artist?
Since my comeback, or since my music time?
Since your whole time in music.
Okay, the biggest concert I've performed, that I would say that the biggest, was the concert I performed at 5-star Hotel Marbella. When I performed for the government, was the biggest show that I was.
No, Omo, you're just saying a lot, and sometimes I wish there are pictures to show this. You understand
I think that concert from 5-star Hotel Marbella, I think I have a photo of it, because someone sent a photo to me so I just used it on my Facebook thing.
Don't worry, we would like to see it. I would like to see it. I would like to see it, and I'll put it for the viewers to see. Viewers, if you don't see me put that photo, then there wasn't any performance for any government.
I think I have a photo of it. I have one photo from it.
Yeah. So what should we expect from Nayo now? Like from now going on, is there anything that you're dropping soon, or you plan to drop?
Since my last release, like last year, it's a year now that my last release. So, of course, you'll be expecting something from me. I went on that. I left that long because I'm working on something that is huge. So this year, 2024, just is for me. It's for me and music. Just stay tuned. You're going to enjoy every bit.
All right, guys. So just expect something from the camp of Nayo. He said that this 2024 he's going to drop something. I think I was having a conversation with you earlier on, and you said something about this your Panda song, and you said some time ago they wanted to play this song in South Africa, but they didn't play it. And I wanted to know why. I want to know.
Why it was because I got the form to fill from MTV base South Africa, Johannesburg, and while filling the form, there were this code that was demanded of me on that form, and ignorance did it, because I have this code, but not knowing this code should be provided by my distributors, the DistroKid. Which they did, but I never knew about it, so I didn't fill up this code because I didn't have it. So they turned that.
So don't you think that's one of the reasons why people do get managers to be able to handle things like this for them?
Yes.
So you see that it would have been in your benefit if you had a manager.
Yes, it would have been, and it also been of my benefit if I had idea of it.
Well, go look for yourself a manager then.
Yourself
a manager.
Sure.
And then, I was a bit confused. I know in most African places, if the airwaves want to play your song, they don't need to ask any permission, has to fix any code, fill any form or anything like that. So how come you said they wanted to play your song in South Africa, but then they were requesting for you to fill some form and stuff before they play your song? It's not like they are nominating you for an award or something like that.
No, it's not a nomination for award. It's just the right to play your songs. These days, there are copyright laws that binds music to be played in many airs.
So are you saying in Nigeria right now, all the songs that they are playing from the artists, from the radio station, everything, there's a agreement between them and the artists before they are playing the songs?
Yeah, most of them, and not just agreement between them and the artist. There must be a digital or a written papers. Yes.
For some time now,
before your song could be played in many or in most of the television stations, you have to have a written agreement
in
with
this
them
current Africa.
in this current African days.
Wow. Well, anyway, that's something new.
Yeah.
So before we just leave, let me ask you, in case somebody wants to listen to your song, where can they find your song to listen to? Where can they listen to it or stream from?
My song is everywhere online. Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, Tilda. Or in fact, any of your favorite streaming platforms.
So how can they find you? What's the name there?
You can find my song on YouTube
Okay.
under my label, Big Two Music Empire, and then you can find it under Nayo in any other platform.
Yeah, platform. Oh, okay. All right, guys. So we're not gonna say much. Like I said, this Connect with Jay and this is LapoteeTV, and we give every opportunity to share what they have so that we get to know them. Like I said, so been here with the man Nayo. He says he's an afrobeat artist here in the diaspora, Germany to precise. Hamburg, so you can check him out to see his music and see whether he's just sitting here and he's just blabbing a lot or really he's got some good music. So we're not gonna say much. So now I just want to say thanks for coming here and spend some time with me. So it's nice having you.
It was nice. It was nice having you.
All right, thank you.
Okay, guys, I will say stay tuned and stay good. Keep listening to Lapotee. Yes, it's got a lot of goodies for you, you know. And then stay tuned for Nayo.
All right, guys. So he just said it all. There's nothing much to say. So like I said, have a nice time and see you some other time. Bye-bye.
Yeah, you Lapote.